Good morning, everyone. It's Fiona from the Facebook page Angelic Inspiration. Here's hoping that you're all having a wonderful weekend so far, and that whatever it is that you might be going through right now, know that it won't last forever, and there's always something good that will come from it. The angels today, they want me to start with an angel card, so that's what I'll do, and I'll be using Tony Carmine Salerno's True Wisdom cards, Universal Wisdom cards, sorry for that. So I'm taking my cards, I've got them in my hand, I'm holding them by my heart center and just focusing on what's good for angelic inspiration for the coming week. What do the people who follow angelic inspiration need to know? I'll breathe in, and then when I feel ready, I'll start shuffling the card, although I don't need to shuffle them. If I want to just pull a card or two or three out from the deck, I can, or it's not mandatory to shuffle. Now just hold my hands over the cards and just pull a card from anywhere. You can pull it from the top, the bottom, it doesn't matter. Right, okay. So the card that I pulled is really stunning. It's called Lost in Our Own Equations, and it's got a leopard on it, and leopard has got trees either side in the background with the sun in the middle. Really pretty card. And the meaning of the card is, you may be feeling confused at present because something doesn't seem to add up. There is no point wasting any more valuable energy trying to figure it out. Remember that everything in life is constantly changing. To a large degree, the confusion you feel is a result of you not accepting life as it is. Trust that all unfolds in perfect timing, and there is a divine reason and purpose to all that transpires or does not transpire in the world. There is no need to fear that which you cannot control or understand. Let go and just live one day at a time. Accept the current events as they unfold. Trust there is always a higher purpose and a natural order to all things. You are forever connected to that great source of love from which all creation stems. Meditate and focus on the beauty inside you. Open your heart and experience the overwhelming love that exists within and around you. All will eventually work out well, and peace and clarity will follow. Trust. So I think that card is quite clear, and I think it's quite a lovely card to have as well, because I know that on the page there's a lot of people that want clarity, they want to know. I'm probably guilty of that too, but I see that a lot of people just are forgetting to focus on the now and focusing on how to make themselves happy and how to listen to themselves. And one of the key things about that is just sitting quietly, breathing, inhaling and exhaling, and just getting used to the rhythm of your own body, and calling in your angels or whoever it is that you believe in, and asking them to help guide you. Or if you can't hear the guidance, ask them to calm you, because that's one of the first things that they will do, is bring peace of mind. And I do it too sometimes, because I'm not always calm and collective, and I feel like the world's going to end, or I just can't shake that anxious feeling, and I just say, angels, come on, help me, make this go away. And within 20 minutes to an hour, it usually goes away, and I'll have completely forgotten that I was completely anxious a couple of hours earlier. So really, do speak to your angels and ask them to help you. Another thing that the angels are pointing out to me is friendships. You might be noticing that there's a change in dynamics to your friendships at the moment, and that people who were once very close to you are shifting away, and new people are coming in, and certain levels of trust have gone, but new ones have been replaced, and that there's a certain level of cautiousness. Now, it's good to be cautious, but not overcautious. Don't judge people by the way that someone has treated you in the past, because everybody deserves a fair chance, and that's a hard one to follow and a hard one to live up to. And angels are just saying to pull another card. So this time I'm going to pull a card from Mary Jack's Pocket Full of Angel Oracle card deck, and just see what the card's got to say there. Forgive to move forward. Are you letting past hurt and injustices towards you impair your enjoyment of the present? Your angels are urging you to mentally forgive those who may have wronged you in the past and then resolve to dismiss them from your mind. Doing so will take away their power to adversely affect your current thoughts and feelings, thus enabling you to move on and learn to trust and enjoy life, having the faith to view your future optimism. So there you go. That is very strange. That had everything to do with what the angels were telling me to talk about, and there was the confirmation. You hear my cat trying to steal some food in the background, even though I've just fed him. So, trust, yes, we've said that. Trust is a very, very important thing, and it's hard to come by, and it's hard to restore as well. If somebody's stepped on your toes or hurt your feelings or betrayed your trust, to reinstate that level of trust can be quite daunting. So imagine clearly and visualize the life you want. Feel it in your heart and soul, and so it will come to be. And don't ask how, when, or why. Just trust and believe that. So you can sit and focus on that one as well, or meditate on it, and just think, this is what I want. This is what I feel will make me happy, and the angels will work with you to make that happen. It won't happen overnight, not necessarily, because you have to be ready, and whatever it is that you're asking for has to be ready too. All divine timing. Everything comes at the right time. And I know that when you're living life, it doesn't always feel that way, and the wait feels like it's forever, but do trust and have faith that, things will come. And be at peace with the changing seasons of life. Graciously accept all that transpires in your world, and remember that all is the will of the One, whose light brought all into being. So that sort of resonates with what I just said, that we can't control everything, and some people, or a lot of people, are notoriously in need to control every aspect of their life, and need to know when, how, why. This when, how, and why needs to disappear. It needs to be forgotten. You need to know when the train is leaving. You need to know when the plane is departing. You need to know when to pick up your children from school, and when to be at work, and when your lunch break is. But you don't need to know when other certain things that you have no control over are going to occur. They'll occur in due course, at the right time, the right place for you and whoever else is involved in that situation. Now, if you're lacking in finances, or need an extra bit of money, speak to the abundance angels and tell them your worries. If you are worried about your home or need to move, speak to the moving angels. If you are worried about your family and your children, speak to the family angels, and they'll come in and help you. If you are worried about education, learning, or learning things for a new job, or putting things down on paper, or communicating, speak to Archangel Gabriel. That's his job. Now I'm saying his, and I know a lot of people see Gabriel as female. To me, that often changes depending on what the job is that needs to be done. So angels don't really have a sex; they have an energy. And for me, sometimes what's apart from Archangel Michael and Raphael, most of the angels usually chop and change their female and male energies to me. So I'm just explaining that if somebody says she or he, and you think no, it's what you feel is right, because at the end of the day, you can't touch the angels. How you see them on photographs is not how they'll appear, because they're pure energy. And they can be any time, any place, with as many people as need them. So you don't worry about taking them away from somebody else who needs them more, because they can be with you at the drop of a hat. So if you're anxious, upset, worried, and need to talk to somebody, and you don't want to talk to your friends, and you want to just let go of how you feel, just call on them. They'll come. because they love helping. They really, really do. That's one of their most favourite things. And if you don't feel comfortable in talking to the angels, then don't. You don't have to talk to angels. If you've been told that it's bad or not good for you, or that people who talk to angels possibly not quite stable, and you're not sure, then you stick to what you feel is right. Don't think just because a whole load of people are talking to angels that that's something that you need to do. You don't. Um, you can replace whatever is said with whatever it is that you feel comfortable with, and that could be the divine force, it could be source, it could be God, it could be Jesus, it could be Buddha, it could be anybody you feel comfortable with, because I believe that no matter who or what you believe in, if you speak to that energy or whatever it is that you believe in, it will react exactly the same as it would if you speak to angels. Now, the angels don't judge us, and neither does God or any other divine being. So we shouldn't judge people on what they or who they believe in. And that's a very important message that the angels want to relay. And we should also try, and this is very hard, to release all judgments about the people that surround us, and starting bit by maybe your family and neighbours, and then spread it afield. I know it's not very easy to apply this because we all have judgments in ourselves, but if we have these thoughts and have them with love, or catch ourselves on when we're having bad thoughts, um, and bring love into it, and hope, and just focus on what we're doing, because we have, as a person, you have to be happy, and if you're not happy, then you transfer that onto everybody around you in one way or another. And all we really want as humans is to be happy, and that's where you focus on love, because only love is real. And underneath all the resentment, maybe anger, frustrations, there is love, and that's the light that keeps you going, keeps you moving along. And that love is incorporated with hope and inspiration. So the more that you let go of negatives and can'ts and don'ts and judgments, the more you put in um, hope, and the more lighter life becomes, and the more able you are to find solutions in moments of darkness. Now, there are moments of darkness that are absolutely devastating, I know, and that's when you've lost someone close to you, be it somebody who has left you to be with somebody else, or somebody who's not talking to you anymore, or somebody who's departed to the other side. Now, if somebody has departed to the other side, speak to Archangel Azrael. He loves helping people, and that's his job, to help people cope with their grief. You're not, bringing in anything bad, you're not hurting anybody, you're just asking him to help you cope with the bad days that grief can bring. Um, because at the end of the day, you can't change the fact that sometimes life's journey is cut short, or that people need to go back to heaven to do whatever jobs that they need to do over there. And once they reach the other side, they're happy. You have to believe and have faith that they are happy over there. If they were suffering in life, they're not suffering anymore, and they'll be there to watch over you, watch you grow and continue. But the last thing they want for you is to be devastated and sad and lonely. They want you to live a full life, and I'm not making that up, because for them, they've got their utopia, and they want you to be happy. And I'm sure that if you notice the signs, or you ask for them to show you signs, their signs will be that they want you to be at peace, they want you to be happy, they want you to have friends, they want you to have everything that you deserve and more, to live a happy life. Okay, so please try and remember that when you're in your down moments. Write them a letter. And if friendships have ended, they've ended because maybe you're not on the same level anymore, one's moving in different directions and things, and that can be quite devastating, absolutely. And sometimes it's hard to say goodbye, and it's hard to let go. but it's really important in order to evolve and move on that you let this happen and you let go of why. Um, and sometimes these friendships, they come back, or the relationships or whatever it is that has just ended around you or is about to end, they come back. Just certain lessons have to be learned, certain journeys have to be taken in order for people to re-intertwine and reincorporate themselves with each other. Because sometimes if we stay with the same crowd, it's very hard to evolve. And we all evolve at different times and different spaces. And 2012, unfortunately, is a time where many people are evolving and changing and raising their vibration, letting go of old patterns, letting go of old hurt and fear, and stepping into their power, and speaking about things that are important. So whatever it is that you're learning about now, or starting to get interested in, or starting to have the courage to talk about, trust that you will be coming across people that really want to know about these things, that really need to know about these things, or already know about these things, and are going to teach you more and become part of your future. That's something that I've just been told is very important for everybody here to know. So, okay. Again, they're saying to remind everyone, I think I've said it a couple of times now on this recording, that love is the only thing that's real. No matter what happens, love is always there, even in the most angriest person. Love is there. And if you're worried about your pet, I know that's a quick jump. If you're worried about your pets or anything like that, speak to Archangel Ariel. If you're worried about the environment or your garden, or even if you're planting vegetables and things in your garden, or you're worried about the trees in the woods, call in Archangel Ariel and the fairies and folklore to help with that, or those things, because that's their job. They like helping. And when you go walk in nature or by the river and stuff, just keep a little chat going, speak to them like you would to a best friend. You don't have to do it out loud, you can do it in your mind. And the other thing that angels want you to do is write things down. If you're worried and fear, or you've got having a bad day, don't store it inside you, let it out. And a good outlet in private is to write things down. If you commute on a train or something, keep a little diary or a little journal, and you can write your day down in a pen on your pad with a pen or a pencil, and just release how you're feeling. Okay? And then if you don't have to keep these pieces of paper, you could burn them or shred them or get rid of them. Don't keep necessarily a bad day on a piece of paper, because that's just storing. And these things need to be released to the universe, and with the hope and knowledge that tomorrow will be a better day. And if tomorrow isn't, then a better day is coming. You have to focus on the good and the positives in life, okay? That's really important. That's really something that they're trying to hammer home, that the positives outweigh the negatives if you just let them. And any negative situation, again, has a positive, even if we can't begin to envision what the positive could possibly be from something that's very traumatic at the time, okay? Anyway, the angels asking me to just give you a message from the soulmate cards, for those of you waiting on a soulmate or twin flame. And there's a card that says, no matter what changes life brings, nothing will change my love for you. You give my life purpose. Because of you, I feel safe. I am forever grateful and thankful. This card is to be affirmed if you are already in a relationship, and to really feel and think that about your partner, to bring it in and make it more part of the relationship. And it's also to be affirmed if you don't have a partner, because that's how you want your partner to feel about you, and you to feel about your partner. Okay? And here's another one. You are who you are because of your history. All of it has happened, has helped you grow in love and wisdom. Every experience has blessed you in some way. Embrace the past and forgive anything that needs forgiving. So that's basically part of what the message has been about today, I feel. So until we speak again next week, I just want you all to remember that only love is real, and that no matter what your problem is, there will always be someone out there willing and waiting and ready to listen. And you just have to find these people. Have a beautiful week, and I'll speak to you again for Angel News 4. Bye.